Parents and students, we're working on the order of operations in math, and so I have a video here to show you the order that you need to be working on and some examples that we can work together. Now, boys and girls, the very last problem that I'm going to show you on this video, hint, hint, is the last problem on tonight's homework, so you get a free answer. All right, so the order of operations, if we have a math sentence with multiplication, division, a lot of different things, there's a certain order that you need to answer and work that problem. If you can remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, then you know the steps of the order of operations. The P for please stands for parentheses. So whenever you have a math problem, you're always going to work whatever's in the parentheses first. Now, we're not just using parentheses, but we're using brackets and braces also. And I do have a problem that has braces in it. I'll show you in just a minute. The E stands for exponents. We are not working on exponents right now, but in the next couple of weeks we will be. M stands for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S for subtraction. So if you can remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, you will be able to answer any math problem. And let me show you an example. All right, I have an example here. 14 plus 2 times 8 divided by 4. So I'm going to use my order of operations, and the P stands for parentheses, but I don't have any, so I'm going to move on. Exponents, I don't have any of those either. Multiplication. Now, when you're working with multiplication and division, you're always going to start like you're reading a book. You're going to start on the left and move in and work to the right, and stop when you come to multiplication or division. So I'm going to start here on the left, and I'm going to move in, and I notice I have a multiplication problem right here, 2 times 8. That's my first step in this problem, so I'm going to solve that one. 2 times 8 is 16. That's the first step that I take in my order of operations to solve this problem. Now, I still have my 14 and I still have my 4, but this is the first part that I solve. All right, so now let's do the second step. All right, remember I said I had my 14 and I had my 4. So now I'm going to work it again, starting with my order of operations. I don't have parentheses, I don't have exponents, I don't have multiplication, but I do have division. So let's start on the left and let's work over until we get to division, and that's my next step. So now I have 16 divided by 4, and that answer is 4. So now I've solved that part. I still have my 14 and my plus, and I have 4. So the next step to finish this problem would look like this. And 14 plus 4 equals 18, and that's my final answer. So if you break it down one piece at a time, you're able to take a math problem that really looks kind of middle school difficult, and you're able to solve it one step at a time. Let's look at another one. All right, now my expression is 7 times 4 plus 1. I'm going to use my order of operations, and notice that my P is for parentheses. I have parentheses this time, so I'm going to solve that first. 4 plus 1 equals 5. All right, now I still have my 7. I'm actually going to bring it down here. I don't have parentheses here. I don't have exponents, but I do have multiplication. 7 times 5 equals 35. Now, if you notice, when I'm working this problem, I'm starting out with a really big math problem, and I'm narrowing it down until I get to my answer, and I've created a triangle there with my math. All right, now stay with me because I have a really hard one. All right. Now, if we use our order of operations, look at this math problem. Oh my gosh, it looks like a middle school problem, but we're going to take it a little bit at a time, and we're going to solve this together. This is the last one on your homework, hint, hint. All right, now notice I have braces here, and I have parentheses. I have 8 plus, and then inside the brace, I have 2 times 15 minus 3 plus 4 plus 8 minus 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at everything in the brace first. All of this. The only thing we're not going to look at is the 8 right now. Now, if you notice inside the braces, I have parentheses, and that's my first step in the order of operations, or parentheses. So I'm going to do those first. 15 minus 3 equals 12. Now, I have another set of parentheses, so I'm going to work that one next. 4 plus 8 equals 12. All right? Now, I still have to look at everything that's in my bracket, and I still have 2 times 12 plus 12 minus 2. My order of operations say to do parentheses first. I don't have any parentheses. Exponents is the next step. I don't have those either. My next step is multiplication. So I'm going to start on the left and move over to the right, and I have multiplication. I know that 2 times 12 is 24. Now I still have plus 12 minus 2. So now I have to solve this one. I don't have parentheses. I don't have exponents. I don't have multiplication or division, but I do have addition. And I have 24 plus 12. And 24 plus 12 is 36. Use scratch paper if you need that. All right, so I have 36 minus 2. 36 minus 2 is 34. Now, I've done everything in the brackets. I'm finished with all of this math, and all of this equals 34, but I can't forget what's on the outside of the brackets. So I have 8 plus 34. So 8 plus 34 is 42. And 42 is my final answer. And that's how you do the order of operations, going one step at a time. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.